Okay, welcome to the next Blender tutorial. So today we are making a chandelier. What we're going to do is let's go to the render properties to begin with, switch out your EV to cycles as per usual, and we're going to go ahead and start with a circle to begin this project. So let's go ahead and delete the default cube to begin with, and we're going to go ahead and add let's go with circle. We want to press S for scale just to bring it out just a little bit. And then we're going to go G just to bring this up. So we're going to have a little chandelier just here. So I'm just going to go with G, bring it up a little bit. Just use the axes to get that up there so it's nice and straight for the middle. Let's go ahead and add a mesh, a cube. And I'm going to go ahead and just press S for scale. And we're going to scale this along the Z axis. And then we'll go with S for scale again, just make this thin around the edge. And I'm just going to press G to bring this up so we're in alignment with the circle right here. And all we're going to do is we're going to go with S for scale this down. G, bring this up. And you want to go on side view, which is 1. And this will be your circle right here, if you can see this little dark line right here. We're going to go with G. Bring this across, use the axes again, and then go G again and bring this up. So the circle essentially is just our guideline at the moment, and then we will add a little bit of a gold kind of trim around the edge. So we're going to go ahead with this piece right here. So let's go with material. We'll click new, change out principal BSDF to glass BSDF, and we're going to turn down the roughness. So now this will be glass. When we do render it. At the moment the lighting's kind of off. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this light actually. So let's go back to regular render. And I'm just going to go ahead and split the atom real quick. Let's go for side view on 1. And then we can just have kind of like a free view on this one. So we're going to want to put this onto the opposite side as well. So I'm going to go 7 to heaven. Let's go ahead and Shift D. Just go ahead and move this out. Try and get them equidistant as is. So you'll see with mine, where we've got the curve of the circle right here, we just have the cube just on the edge of one of these points right here. So that should match onto the opposite side. And as you'll see, mine is not matching. So let's go with G. Move this up just so that it sits and fits. And what I'm going to do with these two is let's go ahead and hold down Shift, click them both. We'll go Shift D, click, leave it where it is. R for rotate, it should automatically rotate around the Z. And we're going to go with 90. So with this as well, let's go and click the other 4. So this is a point where I need to get my calculator out just to make sure that I have this in the right place, because sometimes I get the numbers just slightly off. So we're going to go with a calculator on your phone if you want to. So we're going to go 90 and we're going to divide this by 2, which is a 45, which is, I'm fine with that bit. So let's go with Shift D for all of these. We're going to go R for rotate. We're going to press 45. Go ahead and click all of these again. Just the cubes. Make sure the circle's not selected. Let's go Shift D again. Click. And then we're going to go ahead and divide that 45 by 2. Oops. Just backtrack with that. 45 divided by 2. And that is 22.5. So let's go Shift D. I think we already duplicated those, but it's fine. Let's go alpha rotates. And we'll go 22.5. for that rotation. So now we have all of these going around in a circle. So I'm just going to go ahead with the render and just see how this looks. Uh-oh. I think we got a double bubble there. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and just click on these just to make sure that they're not double bubbles. Yeah, that one's not a double bubble. I think I already duplicated a few of them before I moved it, so yeah, let's get rid of that one. That one should be fine. I mean, I guess you'll see it in the light difference, to be honest with you. Just go around, make sure you've not doubled up. You've not duplicate anywhere. Alright, so once you're happy with your design, we can have a look at this on here. You can see that this one is doubled up and this one's doubled up. So let's go ahead and click delete on that one and click delete on that one. So now we've all got singular all the way around. So we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and we'll take this circle actually. We'll go for edit mode. E for extrude. Bring this down. Just as such. So if I go on the wireframe right here, you can see it's just been brought down. We're going to go A to select everything and E for extrude. Leave it where it is, click, and then S to scale to bring it outwards. So this is going to be a nice little loop that we're going to have around the edge. Let's go to object mode and just place it in that one. Right click shade smooth. So this is essentially just holding the glass at the top as is. So you can have a little bit of a ridge in the middle if you want to, but totally up to you. I'm going to go ahead, let's go to X-ray mode real quick. Box select absolutely everything. Shift D, bring this down, and all you're going to do is S for scale. And you can bring this down as far, or you can have it pretty far up if you want to. S for scale, let's go Shift D again. Bring this down, and then S for scale, bring this down into the middle right there. And all I'm going to do with this now, we've got this, is add some little gold trims to this. So we can do new material, let's call this gold. We'll do this slight orangey yellow. Let's go metallic, roughness down. I'm going to go ahead and add a mesh and a plane at the bottom right here, so S for scale. And there's no light in this piece at the moment, primarily because we've not added the light source yet. So let's go ahead and make this next loop that we have right here in the middle. Go to your drop down, go for gold, so it's nice and uniform in tone and material. And then we'll go ahead and do drop down gold as well. So the next thing that we need to do is add some lighting and add some little struts in the middle and stuff like that. So the idea that we could do this, let's go with a cylinder. Just going to go onto this render points at the moment. Let's go for this one so we can see what's going on. Let's go S for scale, bring this down, and you just essentially want to make a little tube. We're going to go alpha rotate and we'll go 90. G to bring this up. And what all you want to do is just get this in between the ring right here. So let's go S for scale, bring this down just ever so slightly, and then I'm going to go S for scale and bring this across. And you want to make sure this sits and fits on the ring right here. So the side view that we have right here, we can go with X-ray. Let's go G, bring this up, so that should sit right in the middle of our piece right there. I'm just going to go ahead with 7 to heaven real quick, because we're clipping the outside right here. So let's go S for scale, bring this down, just as such. So you want to do this to the rest of them as well. So let's go with Shift D. We'll bring this up to the next run. And then you want to go S for scale, bring this across to the middle run. And then we want to go with Shift D, duplicate this again. Just click, we'll go G, bring this up to the top run. And then we're going to go with S for scale and bring this across onto the top run. So now you've got something like this, where it's every single tier has a little bar coming through it. The next bit that we're going to do, let's go ahead and change that to gold actually. Every single bar to gold with that drop down. So we'll take this bar at the top right here. And we'll go with Shift D, bring this up, alpha rotate, we'll go 90, S for scale, bring it out just a little bit, and you want to go ahead and make sure that this bar comes all the way down to the bottom right here. So let's go G, bring this down, and we'll place that just as is. So you should have something like this once you're all said and done. if you guys can see that. And let's go ahead and add some light. So let's go add. I'm going to go ahead with an icosphere. Little icospheres going all the way up. Let's go S for scale. Make sure that it's on the bar. Just here. Let's go with new. Switch out your principal BSDF on your materials tab to emission. And we're going to make it slightly yellow. So once we've got this, we can go ahead and we can press G, bring this down, put this into the middle or just underneath the support right there. And then we're going to go ahead and Shift D, bring this down to the next support, and Shift D, bring this down to the next support. As such. So when all is said and done, this should be your project. You've got the little lighting in the middle right there. You can go ahead and increase the strength of that emission, and we get this beautiful, nice pattern at the bottom right there. I'm going to go ahead and add a ceiling actually, so let's go Shift D. Just bring that base, that little plane up that you had before. I'm just going to bring the camera down a little bit so you can see. And of course it's really fuzzy because lighting is generally the last thing that comes in Blender. So yeah, you've got this nice little glass texture going on. What you could do with the glass as well, if we click one of the panels, because when we change anything to do with this singular panel, because the rest of the panels have the exact same material, what you'll find is that they'll change too. So we can change the colour of this if you'd like. You can have it a nice little blue chandelier. You could have it as a red chandelier if you wanted to, yellow, green, purple, kind of blue kind of thing. To be honest with you, I like the turquoise. I think it really pops with the turquoise. Yeah, so that's the tutorial for today. I will see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe.